Hey guys, Happy New Year. It's Hitman23. Did one of my favorite things today. Me and my wife went to Flea Market up in Fort Myers, and I got a mother load of things, which I'm going to come here and show you now. It was really fun. It was beautiful weather. It was like, I don't know, maybe low 60s, no humidity. It was like so nice walking around. Place is pretty jamming. It was pretty, busy today, but not too crazy. Just got some really cool things for the room and for the collection, and just enjoyable stuff that I like to get my hands on. And I didn't, I spent some money, but it wasn't like not one thing was too crazy. Like a lot of the stuff was just pretty inexpensive, and that's why I like going to it because you can find things that aren't outlandishly crazy. So the very first thing I purchased today was a jar of local honey. It was a jar of local honey, and it's right here. It's fantastic. It's lavender infused honey, which is we gotta try, and it was so good. And I love local honey because it's good for the, it's good for the allergies and all that stuff. So we picked that up, and then we walked around a bit more and looked at some really cool stuff. They have cool furniture, just a lot of cool things there. A lot of junk, but a lot of cool things if you really look. And, a lot of times I know they have sports related stuff, hobby related things there. And I was told there was a car dealer there that I didn't know that was there. So checked him out, had some pretty cool things. But let's get into what I picked up. There's gonna be a lot. There might be a long video, guys. So the very first thing I picked up today was this awesome Redskins mug. Had to have that. Anything with the Redskins on it, I get. And the vendor I got this from knows that because when I go there and if he has anything in Redskins, I buy it. So he knows if he gets stuff, he'll put it aside or he'll hold it for me. So again, nothing too crazy. I think I paid like $8 for this. I think it was like $10. He gave it to me for $8. But have to have the Redskins represented. Anytime I can find anything, I will pick it up for the collection. Next thing I got was, what was next? Got some books. Been trying to like bolster up the book PC, and there's a really huge used bookstore there, and I think I picked up 4 books, and it was going to be like a total of $10. Yeah, because 2 of them are $2 and 2 of them are $6. I'm sorry, 2 of them are $3 each, so $10. He gave them to you for $8. So you can't beat it. I really like books. I'm trying to grow my baseball library a little bit. And, even though a lot of stuff you can find it online, I still like to have it in my hands and thumb through and see photos and different things. So the first thing was this National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum yearbook. This is from 2001. And there's that. And it looks like the year that Dave Winfield, Bill Mazeroski, is that Josh Gibson? No, it's Hilton Smith and Kirby Puckett were inducted into the Hall of Fame. So here's the back, and the back with the lake, Otesaga Lake, which is a really pretty lake in Cooperstown. I've been to Cooperstown a couple of times. Actually, I think 3 times. And it's just a fantastic town. Forget that the National Baseball Hall of Fame is there. I mean, that's the crown jewel, of course, but just the town itself is so cool. You feel like you step back into like the 40s or 50s. It's just awesome. Beautiful landscaping and just scenery. So that I got for like less than $2. So you can't beat that, right? And then the next thing I got was this 1997 World Series program. I got that for less than $2. And again, I love the history of the game, and trying to expand more out, like just historical pieces and just things that, remind me of the, of the history of baseball, and and that's a cool one there. So for less than $2, how can you beat that? You really can't. So I got those 2, and then I've got this big thick book. I got this Armchair Book of Baseball, the complete Armchair Book of Baseball. It's like the War and Peace for baseball. That's thick. That's a big, thick book. So again, little reference book, very cool stuff. Just neat things. Again, it's a $3 sticker. I paid less than $3 for that. So again, how can you beat that for the price? You really can't. And that's what's the fun stuff, you finding that kind of stuff, and what's one man's trash is another man's treasure. And then the last book I got at this vendor was this We Played the Game. Again, another nice thick book. And it's got Roger Maris on the front and Jackie Robinson on the front. Very cool. I like it, the fact that it still has the dust jacket. Again, pretty thick, and dusty. You go thumbing through this stuff and getting coated by dust. And it's funny, when I was checking out, paying the gentleman who owns the booth there. It's a huge booth. I can't even call it a booth. It's a section. He's like, here, have some hand wipes. It's a little dusty back in there. I'm like, thank you. So I, wipe my hands and the whole 9 yards. And then I got some, what else did I get? I picked up, yes, this. I picked up, these were, I think, 2 of them cost me $8. So they're $4 a piece. Actually, no, I'm sorry, there was just one. This is $4. And yes, these are going to be opened. I'm not keeping this one in the packaging because it's a little beat up. But again, it's for my A's PC. And it's the 1996 Terry Steinbach starting lineup. So for $4, I mean, how can you go wrong there? You can't. And then there's the back. So pick that up for $4. Then I picked up, trying to go through today as I went through the flea market, and this is a pretty large flea market. It's not a small one. Next thing for $3, my wife saw this and she's like, you should get that for $3, or no, maybe it's $5. No, I think it was $3. I don't know, it was $3 or $5. This great Kiss t-shirt. Gotta love that. Had to have that. So my size and everything. So pick up the Kiss t-shirt and added that to the shirt collection. Next, I went to the actual dealer. There was actually kind of like 2 dealers that are set up there like permanently. And then there's a lot of other booths that just have like a lot of different types of things, some baseball, some other sports stuff. But this guy's pretty much sports cards. Nothing crazy. I picked up, I did pick up a, I may have overpaid a little bit. I think I paid $20 for it, but it's okay. It's probably the thing I paid most for today. But I did pick up the rated rookie of Jaden Daniels. Had to have that for the PC. I hadn't had one yet, and he's having a great season. And it's looking good for the Washington football team, the Commanders. So I picked that up. It was $25. He gave it to me for $20. All right, it's cool. Then I bundled some other stuff. I picked up this pack of 95 Bazooka, which is going in the unopened pack PC. So love those type of things. Those are really cool. And there's a couple of these 91, 92 O-Pee-Chee hockey wax packs. I actually bought one to open, and a couple of it for the wax pack PCs, because I love the way wax packs look when they're sealed. So let's see. Let's open the pack and see who we get in here. In the 91, 92 O-Pee-Chee hockey. Let's see. I rarely do pack breaks on this channel, and there's the gum stuck to the top card. Can you hear it? Oh, it didn't really stick, but it did leave some residue. And who got the residue? Valery Shiryev got the residue. Valery Shiryev. I guess that is a Soviet team card. So we got that. We got Winnipeg Jets. We got Pat Ilniuk. Don't know who he is. But the next guy you're going to know, so this is pretty cool. I actually got a Wayne Gretzky. So another thing I've been doing with my collection, I had mentioned a few times in passing here on my channel that, I don't know, a month or so ago, I bought, a fairly sizable collection. It's about 30,000 cards. And there was some hockey in there. And last night I went through and I pulled out all the Hall of Famers and stuff. Just again, I'm not a hockey collector per se. I have some. I do Bobby Clark. But But there are some niche things within, hockey that I will buy. Again, just to respect the history of the sport itself. Next card, I got this Ed Balfour, who is a Hall of Famer. And then we got Rich Pilon. I remember him for the Islanders, Rich Pilon. And these are the guys I remember. Like the hockey players now, I really don't know who they are, but I remember the guys from like the late 70s all through the 90s and stuff. So Steve Larmer, Dave Barr, Paul Gillis, Doug Bodger, and Randy Wood from the Islanders. So that was that one little pack. I will leave the others sealed. Next, I also picked up from the same guy some loosey-goosey cards. And I think with all the packs I bought, the loosey-goosey cards, and that Jaden Daniels, I think I spent like $40. So everything else was like $20, I think, so which is a good deal. So I picked up these two lovely 1956 Topps football of Volney Peters. Love the 56 Topps football. It's the first year of Topps football. What a great looking set. And Joe Scudero for the team build. So I'm on my way, guys. I'm on my way. Little extra loved. Totally fine. Think these cards look great no matter what. They're basically 70-year-old cards. I mean, really, what would you expect? What would you expect? So I'm totally fine with that. And then again, here's a little pack of singles I bought. Went through his, pretty much, I think these are all Redskins. And I know everybody's probably turning the camera off right now and really doesn't care, but it's okay. No problem. I got this nice green, numbered out of 499 Leonard Hankerson. This is out of, this is a Leonard Hankerson rookie card. Ooh, from Topps Platinum. But it just looks great, so pick that up. Picked up the 2011 Donovan McNabb Chrome. I picked up the Santana Moss 2011 Chrome. So I did get a ring light. So I think it fixes my issue with the lighting problems and the glare. I was trying different things with the headlight off, and it was a little too dark. But now with the ring light, for some reason, I think I set my camera back a little bit more. The headlight's not glaring into the recording, so you don't really see except the top of my head, which is shiny. Because that's bald guys, what happens, the head gets shiny, and you cause a refractorage off the skull. How about a nice Antoine Randall L from Topps Chrome? So I just got to, you can see my ring light. If I hold it back there, the ring light gets, I got to hit it closer. There we go. I just tilt it that way. And how about a beautiful Topps Pristine Patrick Ramsey? This is 2003. Topps Pristine was great, man. They make some good stuff. So you got the Patrick Ramsey there. I got this really nice Select Certified red. This is a nice Michael Westbrook. Looks great with the Redskins uniform. So a nice little color match there. And then another, here's a Santana Moss from SP Threads. And I did not pay what the sticker said. Right there. Nice looking card in the back. Santana Moss. Here's a Topps Stadium Club draft pick of Michael Westbrook. Remember, he was big out of college and then, had a decent career, but I wouldn't say it was his, his career wasn't as what was expected, but he had a nice career for the Redskins. We got a Prism. I might have had this one already, but I picked it up again. We can't go wrong with it. 2021 Prism of Joe Theismann. Here's a Topps Platinum of Santana Moss. These look great. Look at the shine and stuff on that. Man, great looking stuff. Here's a Chris Cooley. Okay, two of the top 90-ish Redskins of all time now, because they just released a couple years ago the 90 top Redskins. Michael Westbrook from Fleer. This is like a 2002 Fleer, just base. And here's another Michael Westbrook from Pacific 99. Pacific Paramount. And then the back of that. And another Michael Westbrook out of Certified 2002, it looks like. Nice looking shiny card. And the last card is something I've been promising to do for, every time I go out. And I kind of slacked a little bit the last show or two I went to. But definitely in the last show, I didn't rescue any vintage. Today, I had to rescue this vintage. This beautiful I think this is 1957 Topps football of Bill Sherman. And we got to take it out of the penny sleeve so you can see the beautiful patina on that one. Look at that. So that goes in the well-loved vintage binder, which is sitting back there somewhere. So I saw that and had to have it. It looked like somebody, I don't know, maybe chewed on it. So there might be like DNA on this card. Well, I don't know, but it's been folded. It's got the flop. It's maybe the first booklet ever made. Who knows? I don't know, but had to rescue that one from the depths of hell. So from there, and we got look at the gum, man. Do I dare? I can't. I've done it. It makes me nauseous. It's just so disgusting. I can't do it. So that was that vendor. The next vendors are all pretty much figures. The next batch is a bunch of figures I got. This one was that one I showed. This was $5. And anytime you can get a McFarlane for $5, you get it. So I got the Barry Zito for the A's collection, $5 in package. It's coming out of the package though. Most of my stuff I take out. There's one thing I have showing here that I might leave in the package that I'll show you in a second. It's just too much in terms of storage. It's hard to storage this stuff when it comes down to it. It's easier to display for me. I don't have a ton of room. You can see the room I have left. I don't want to be putting figures. I have that space is owned by something else. So, but Barry Zito for $5, McFarlane, amazing. How can you go wrong with that? Next vendor I went to was this, and I got these for, let's see, I got these. These were $5 a piece. $5. Actually, I think this was $4. This was $4. The Mark Rippon. So that's getting opened because I like the card and I like the poster in there. And it's just, the packaging doesn't look great. So I will be opening that. I got that one and this one. $4. How about a Yogi? How about a Yogi? Again, packaging isn't great. So, I think it'll look better in my little display over there loose anyway. So we're going to open that up. Next, we've got a couple of random places. Again, $5 a piece. Starting lineups. I got this, how can you not grab a Josh Gibson when you see a Josh Gibson? So I got the Josh Gibson for $5, and I got this cool sliding Jose Canseco for $5. So again, it's got the poster in there, which I love. The poster and the card, and those get open and displayed up nice. Then I went to another vendor. A lot of good stuff. Got some cards and a couple of figures. This is like a $1 box. Gave me a little deal on it. Got this Longest Rush Stadium Club. Who is this? Oh, I just saw Reggie Brooks. So anything Redskin related, I'm jamming on. Got the 893 Fleer Art Monk. Art Monk, man. How about this Fleer Gamers of Jim Tomei? That was cool. Very underrated in the hobby. Love Jim Tomei. This beautiful, I guess this is, I forget what these are called. Bowman with the flags. I don't remember, but the great Paul O'Neill. Grab that. Just really fun stuff. I mean, you can't beat this stuff. You really can't. How about a Ben Grieve for the old Ben Grieve PC? Yes, I do have a Ben Grieve PC. Very cool cards. How about a Barry Bonds? Shout out to Nate. I'm sure Nate has every available version of this card if there are more than one. But I like that card. So I picked that, the Barry Bonds. Here's another Bowman International, I think. These are Bowman International. That's Scott Rowland. All right. And then I honestly don't know if I had this card, but, I don't pass it up. Leaf Limited, Don Mattingly. I don't know if I actually had that. So after I'm done this video, I will be doing some research and going into the binder to see. But I'm like, nope, forgetting that one. Doesn't matter if I have it or not. If I have it, it'll get passed on to somebody else. How about in the cage? How about this Electric Diamond Luis Ortiz in the cage? Love that. And here is a one franchise player, Tim Salmon. The Fishman, the first original Fishman of the California Angels. And then we have, that is a gift for somebody. I'm not showing that one. How about this David Cohn International? Got that. With the ball, look at the ball right there. It's great stuff. And our Bernie Williams gamers can't pass up the Bernies. Like when I see Bernies, there's certain things I will buy. Bernies, I buy. I don't always buy Jeters. That's fun. I don't. But when I see a Bernie, I buy a Bernie. And I buy pretty much anything Redskins related or Don Mattingly. We know that, right? Here's a great Sports Flicks, just a great catcher card. Rich Rowland, and you can see the action there. Great gear, plate-to-plate card. Awesome. So pick that up. Here's a Gamers Roland. And how about a Gamers Jeter? So I did pick up the Jeter of this one. Trying to angle it, get some of the glare out of there. And here is a Troy O'Leary with the helmet rack or bat rack behind him. So that goes into the bat helmet rack PC. And that is a gift. I'm not going to show it. Also from this gentleman, he was doing a sale on his wall. He was doing, again, more figures, more starting lineups. And he had a deal going that was $10 each, 2 for $15. So like I'll do the savings there. I'll get to 2 for $15. And I picked up 2 like all-time Hall of Famers. I picked up the Hank Aaron right there. And I picked up the Satchel Paige. All right. So these 2 actually might be staying in the packaging because the packaging is looking pretty sharp. So these may be staying in the packaging because I do like the way the packaging looks. It's pretty neat. And I don't, it's not like I have a ton of these in package. So right now, these will be staying carded, and I will find a space for those somewhere behind me, up on the wall or something. So I do have some space where I could squeeze these in, which I think were worth getting. $7.50 a piece. So that is that. I did have one last booth pickup. I picked it. It's cool. Like it was $10. made of steel. Like, this thing is like heavy. It's a license plate, like I guess for a front license plate, but it's this cool Yankee like freaking weapon. I mean, that thing is awesome. It is hefty. I mean, you can, that's heavy. That's thick gauge right there. So, got that for $10. And so, I definitely went picking today. We definitely were doing the picking thing. And one last book. The Baseball Chronicle. $5. $5. So that was that of those pickups from the flea market, the great flea market. And I always like to thumb through the books because you never know. People put things in the book sometimes. And you're like, oh my God, there's something crazy. I did want to show you one other thing that I got this the other day. And I didn't really speak too much on them. But, of course, we know that Mr. Ricky Henderson passed away right before Christmas, which really sucks. He was my second favorite baseball player of all time, next to Don Mattingly. And, I think everybody was shocked by that one. Really shocked. When I actually got to meet Ricky this year at the National, and he was walking by and, got a little moment. We got a, fist bump, and he gave me one of those. I had my A's hat on and, just said hi and stuff. And he looked fantastic. I was like, God, man, this guy's, I didn't really, in his 60s, I go, he just looks so well together, like just together. And, the fact that he passed away, it sucks. But I did pick up the McFarlane Ricky in his Yankee uniform. Now I got to find the one I think is a short print or a chase variation in the Oakland uniform. But I did get the Yankee uniform. I wanted that one. So I got the Ricky. These are just, I love the McFarlanes. And then the last piece I got in the mail today, again, talking about some of the historical aspects of the sports, the four major American sports. The last major American sports team to win 4 championships in a row were the New York Islanders of the early 80s. So they won in 80, 81, 82, and 83. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put the team sets together for those 4 years. And I just picked up this is the 81, 82. I'm working on the 80, 81. This is the 81, 82. And then 82, 83, and 83, 84, I believe, are only O-Pee-Chee. I haven't started those yet. But I just got the whole team set, and it's kind of cool because it's got 4 Hall of Famers, man. The team has 4 Hall of Famers. We got the Mike Bossy team card, right? And then we have the Mike Bossy just regular card, Hall of Famer, right? You got the Dennis Potvin defenseman, Hall of Famer. We got the Brian Trottier center, Hall of Famer. We have Bob Bourne, who was a great Islander. I think he's like in the Islanders Hall of Fame, not in the National Hockey Hall of Fame. He's in the Islanders Hall of Fame, right? Clark Gillies, who was fantastic, right? He was a fantastic player. He was there for all 4 of those championships. We got the Butch Goring. He was big with the Kings prior to that. Butch Goring. Andres Calor, I don't know who that is. I don't remember him. I was living in, where was I living in the early 80s? I lived in Pennsylvania. So I wasn't in New York when the Islanders were on their run. I was outside of Philly. So Ken Morrow, up to that moment, was the only guy to win a gold cup in the Olympics with the USA team, and then a Stanley Cup in the NHL that same year in 1980. So Ken Morrow and Stefan Persson, and another Hall of Famer, goalie Billy Smith. And then we got some super action. We got the Mike Bossy super action. We got the Dennis Potvin super action. And we got the Brian Trottier super action. And I think Trottier, because he won the 4 with the Islanders, then he went on to the Penguins, and I think won a couple more with the Penguins. He's got quite the resume in terms of Stanley Cups. But that's it, guys. This video is just shy of 30 minutes. So I appreciate you if you've stuck around for the entire thing. I know it can get a little long in the tooth sometimes, but just want to share the excitement and just the cool stuff I picked up. And again, I love picking up this esoteric type of thing for the PC, for the collection as it grows. And what's great is my wife is super supportive about it, and she kind of has fun with me too. She looks for stuff, and it's cool. It's a cool thing. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend. May the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you, and I will catch you on the next video. Whom. You know what? Let's give some love. Let's give some love for the beater today. How about that, guys? Let's give some love to the beater. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.